single volatile item on, so
You already know.
just saying.
No, hey, real recognize real, and you better recognize the person on the left at the very least. That is 6WX. It's going to be taking on one of the finest that New England has to offer.
That's DM right there, man.
Yep.
Yeah, he put on a show last couple days. Definitely had a lot of crazy ups. Well, I wouldn't say upstates, but put in a lot of work coming through the brackets here. So top 32, we're going to kick it right off winners finals. It's going to be Joker versus DM.
Timor DM should be noted, and Town City is the destination for game number 1. Joker Pikachu, a little bit of a volatile matchup, but then again, it's something that I think 6WX, while not super practiced in, just because of the competition in Philadelphia,
Right.
it's something that I feel like he should be able to handle.
Yeah, we don't have too many Pikachus in our region. A lot like the Pokemon games, you're going to find whatever players that are just generally around and available to you. So, I mean, this matchup knowledge is maybe a little trying for him. But, it looks like he's doing very well picking up little small minutia in the matchup. I mean, he's doing a really, really good job of just kind of, walking Pikachu down. But also, making sure that he's respecting his mobility.
Yeah, and mobile this thing is. It's the design, I think when... I think it was actually said when they were developing the game, they wanted Pikachu to be like Smash 64 Pikachu, as it's going to be the aerial that takes out Timor. 6WX drawing first blood with that dagger.
Yeah, man, back air, cleaning that up. I mean, and that was a really nice attempt at an edge guard as well. I mean, 6WX going right in for the Tetrakarin down on stage, trying to stop that skull bash, and now DM just kind of struggling to get back on stage, gets jab locked.
Jab locked. That's why you got to tech on stage, man.
Yeah, man. Missed techs are literally the difference between a wake up, you know what I mean, a wake up tech chase, or 50 to like 60 damage, man, or a kill, in some bad scenarios. But I mean, DM trying to really fight this uphill battle. 62 damage on Joker. I mean, on himself while he's trying to put that damage on Joker. Really needs to clean out this stock, or else he's going to be looking at a really, really long and arduous task to get this guy out of here.
Persona is summoned. Arsene out and about. Yeah, you kind of have to. He got himself caught there.
Yeah, hard read for that roll. He literally got himself punished there. So, I mean, we'll see exactly how he tries to clean this up. I mean, he's still got a nice lead, so he really doesn't have to overextend himself. DM actually missing that tech on the ground. That missed tech. He just didn't get a chance to capitalize it. Now, 6WX pretty much in the driver's seat right here, stopping DM and. He's up against the wall right now, but he's fighting his way out pretty effectively.
6WX keeping his feet firmly planted on the ground, but DM eventually, I mean, you got to think that 6WX, he's just letting DM jump around and tire him out, and then finally 6WX puts him down for a good nap.
Yeah, man, no joke, because it's unfortunate. I guess DM was really attempting to get a little bit more mileage off quick attack, but I guess one thing that 6WX is not unfamiliar with is the quick attack patterns. So, I mean, and then also with the reticles that you get from the game, now it shows you exactly where Pikachu is going, whereas in other iterations of the game, there wasn't an arrow. So you'll see where, the arrow shows you exactly where Pikachu is going.
That's a nerf, straight up. I mean, that's the element of surprise.
Yeah, it's gone. And that anonymity, I mean, I definitely think that it was there initially for players to kind of get a little bit more of an idea of what happened in their, directional influence or where they're taking the special. But now it definitely gives everybody giant red flags of what's going on. So, I mean, maybe that's giving 6WX a little bit of the edge here. But one thing's for certain, he's literally a hair's breadth away from closing this match out.
But even then, when you're talking about a player the caliber of 6WX, someone who has made it onto the PGR and someone who's a former #1 in Philadelphia, yeah, okay, you're talking about someone who is extremely well practiced, extremely well versed, and frankly, the arrow is probably just there to confirm that his basic instincts were correct, and thus he can react accordingly to it. So that arrow certainly does help.
Yeah,
that down tilt, not bad either, and that's a 2-stock victory for the former Philly #1.
Yeah, that well said, by the way, Stu. I mean, yeah, he already probably has leagues and leagues and leagues more, experience in the game in general. Yeah, that's probably just a little bit of icing on the cake, some garnish right there. And just like some garnish, he sprinkles that down tilt right on him. DM masterfully gets that stock, and now he's pretty much sitting at the top, looking at some stage bands. We'll see exactly where they're looking to go.
Lest we forget, back in the day, this was a big Pikachu region. In the early Smash 4, people like Nana who played in Sparky, obviously, and even people now who come through like Real Mr. M from over in New Jersey.
Real Mr. M, Wawa was using them.
That's right.
Skyza was a Pikachu. There were a lot of Pikachus. I remember. Prophet. There were a lot of people. So some most inactive, but Anyway, but jumping in, looks like we're gonna get a nice little change of pace for FD, a little less gloomy and a little less Final Destination Stalen. So we go into Jungle Jabe's version of FD.
Gonna have to navigate a Class 5 Rapid in 6WX. Well, Timor's DM if he wants to make it into the next round on winner's side.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, speaking of Class 5 Rapids, man, he's definitely bringing this intensity in his edge guard. But 6WX battling back with the forward air allows him to get back on stage, and now he's using A-God pretty much to go ahead and continue his edge guard. Down tilt pops him up.
You do have to respect the strategy here, knowing that water conducts electricity. So that potentially...
it's the mental damage.
Yeah, mental gymnastics here from DM. Gotta respect it.
Absolutely. Ooh, nice attempt at that forward smash. Looked to empty hop. Dom walked in, backdashed into the forward smash. Actually would have net the kill on anybody else, but DM keeping his head on a swivel here. And now 6WX trying to put on a little bit of extra damage with those guns, man. Little Devil May Cry on us. Please give us Dante. Please give us Dante.
I mean, you have Bayonetta, who's...
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Bayonetta 2 is better than literally any Devil May Cry game.
Yeah,
Hot take, I know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue.
DMC is great though. Anyway,
it's good.
Forward air by Pikachu. Ooh, neutral air, and again, that's one of those things that you kind of have to use. Like, it can't just be a get off me option. Then it takes a few frames to come out. It's a very deliberate offensive maneuver in 6WX, trying to catch DM on the landing with that. However, as DM does make it back onto the stage, 6WX maybe not covering his options as well as he could, or what are you seeing from him?
I gotta say, man, this second game looks like adjustments have been made. That was the first stock for this match.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, DM, he's using a lot more of the same tools, but definitely spacing in this matchup is a lot more apparent. And I wonder whether or not platforms were really playing a big part in this match, because that's the only real difference that I can see outside of just a straight up flat stage.
Well, we are seeing 6WX struggle a little bit in the neutral. DM playing a lot more defensively, letting the game come to him just a little bit more, and 6WX cannot afford to get antsy here. It does need the kill, obviously, but if you just keep swinging away, that's when you start striking out.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're more Stu again. Nail right on the head, man. And DM is doing a really good job right now. He's pretty much keeping a good keep away. 6WX with a down air to the back air. Didn't even do that comboed. I know down air to up smash, definitely a really important staple in Joker Arsene play. But 6WX mixing it up a little bit, getting exactly what's coming to him. Lands that back air, and now DM struggling to put a little bit more dirt on his second stock.
We are in best of 5 territories, so there is room for adjustment if DM needs it. However, could the download be complete, and will the former Philadelphia #1 have some answers to deal out to DM?
I gotta say,
Mega Jungle Falls.
This is exactly a complete 180 as far as who has the control in this matchup, Stu. I mean, this was the difference between. Ooh, that was close, and Arsene coming in clutch, allowing him to recover. I mean, man, this is a complete transformation of what happened last match.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked like 6WX had this one dead to rights. I mean, well, we're not going to count him out just yet, but you can obviously tell the difference in play.
You know, it's funny. A lot of Joker mains seem to prefer the recovery for Arseneless recovery with the hook shot.
Yes.
Rather than the grappling hook. Excuse me, as DM. Yeah, DM gets the down smash for the second stock. But there, it might have been just a little too low for grappling hook to recover off of. So the Wings of Rebellion coming in with the clutch for 6WX, but only for so long, as Timor, only suffering 64 percentage points worth of damage thus far, has turned this into a very defensive game. Shades of, not quite, campy isn't the right word.
Yeah, it's not.
But the
campy.
defensive Pikachu play that we were used to seeing from Sparky 25 back in the day.
That was pretty campy.
In those days.
Yeah, but yeah, for sure.
That was pretty campy, but still, defensive Pikachu play is something that can be appreciated, and he's spacing it out. 6WX slowly starting to get frustrated into picking bad options.
Yeah, 100%. Again, Stu, I gotta say, the defensive play by Pikachu right now is exactly what he needs. He needs to slow it down. He needed not to rush down a character that's literally designed to be able to throw out so many more extremely hurtful hitboxes. Like that forward tilt is literally just his only real get off me move that's a lot safer than his other options outside of jab. So, I mean, I will say this, too. 6WX is going to need to pick up a little bit more momentum, and that seems to be exactly what he's getting right now in this final stock as that final 50 cents factor plays in. You ever been at the arcade and you're just down to your final 50 cents and your mom's not going to give you any more tokens back in the day? You can't play anymore?
That's a bad feeling, dude.
Yeah, man. You got to make that last game count, man. That's that final 50 cent factor.
You can see him trying to go for Rebel's Guard. Simply did not come out in time. The quick options of Pikachu beating it out. 6WX. That Joker has been pretty decent. Been turning Hatbro into Gatbro for quite some time now. But, yeah, you're welcome for that one.
Yeah, and speaking of which, when we were talking about the... Oh, my God! A forward smash might have actually clutched that out, but just barely whiffs it with the down smash. It was just a little too slow. And Pikachu pleating that stock with the down smash and actually pulling that out. 1-1. Welcome back to the set, DM.
Pikachu was, Pikachu's recovery and landing was the key to victory there because, and you're right, a forward smash might actually have closed it out, but 6WX didn't know if he was going to go forward or behind.
Right.
And so recovering towards the center of the stage, that was his tendency throughout the whole match. So 6WX said, I really don't know, so I'm just going to, just in case, down smash, try to cover both sides, but giving DM enough time to hit the shield and eventually get the kill.
Yeah.
That was mixing up recovery is so imperative at this level, especially when you're talking about top 32 of a C tier.
Yeah, man, water wings off. Jungle James definitely put a shock to his system right there, Stu. And I bet, since you've had so much wrestling, acumen here, would that remind you of any Hell in the Cell just trying to get that bell right from the top? Man, they were struggling for that kill towards the end. And DM just the one pulling it out. So we're going to get some stage bans here, a little bit of deliberation, trying to figure out what would be the best, most advantageous pick here. So Joker mains, pay attention. Because I would definitely say that coming into this match, me personally, I would not want Pikachu to have platforms. However, I would want a lot less space for him to be able to run around. So I would assume, with FD, he cannot go right back there because that was his most recent counter pick. You're going to want to seal a lot of the other options.
I want to say you're right, but at the same time, I've just spent the last minute or so thinking about The Undertaker versus Mick Foley at Hell in a Cell. Was it Mick Foley, Undertaker, Cactus Jack? Excuse me.
Cactus. I was about to say, man, Mick Foley didn't win too many matches, dude. I want to say that the only iterations just to really clean this up is Cactus Jack, and I feel like Mankind. They're always winning.
Mankind was WWF champion.
Yeah, man. They were always winning.
Sorry,
but
WWE.
I think, WWE.
Yeah,
but I think
WWF is Pandas or something.
Right. I think, no, you know who never won? Dude Love. Dude Love.
Yeah. But you know that's a play on words, right? It's just a play off of Mankind.
Oh, okay. Wow! I was today.
Did I just blow your mind?
I was today years old when I just learned that. Oh my God. Oh. And I'm sorry.
Anyway, game number 3.
Yeah, we totally. Speaking of Mankind, we got Pikachu just dealing out the damage to all of Joker right there. Getting that early stock. 6WX. Gonna need to make sure he takes no more mental damage from that. Solid tech, you know where he's from. Smashadelphia, Montgomery County.
Montgomery County,
I love that. I'm gonna keep saying that from the top of the day. So we got 6WX. Arsene is out, but it looks like he's going for a lot more YOLO options. He wants that stock gone after that game.
Yeah, it's DM. I mean, you already jumped out to the lead, and that's basically what you want to do. You have 7 whole minutes, 7 minutes of playtime to really clean this thing up. So DM gonna have his way with 6WX for a while. Channel his inner Bonesaw McGraw, hopefully. But then again, it's important to remember Peter Parker did wind up winning that.
He did, dude. And he was up against one of the greatest to ever do it, man. I mean, rest in peace. I know he's doing leg drops all the way in heaven, buddy.
Bonesaw was always ready. DM looking for a down air. I'm not really sure what that was, but probably you were expecting a low recovery, but 6WX, you know what? You say zig, I say zag.
You're right. And you know what's one thing I haven't seen one time in Ultimate, which I'm so glad doesn't ever really happen? Wow, what a wait! Oh my God, but forget what I was about to say. That was an incredible wait by DM. Rebel's Guard active, looking for the Thunder. He literally jumps up for the Tomahawk to literally bait out another option, and just as soon as he lands and releases the Rebel's Guard, catches him completely off guard with up smash. And now here we go with the neutral. We got the Bear Planes. But I mean,
it seems like DM is living rent-free in 6WX's head right now. That's unfortunate because we know how good 6WX can be.
Yeah, man.
Arsene is out.
Oh, he went for the yoke.
Oh, yeah. Wings of Rebellion coming in clutch yet again here in Unova. Back throw to try to claim this first stock.
You know what's one thing that I'm so glad. So back to what I was going to initially say, which now is still relevant topic of conversation here. Wow, back here literally allowing him to get out of that up smash clean. That was lucky, man. He literally just tapped his shoulder on the way down and took advantage of that damage and was able to just clutch in with that up smash. But again, I'm glad we don't see too many timeouts in Ultimate. I don't think I've seen not a one. And please don't get any ideas out there. Don't want to see any timeouts. It's not fun for anybody. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do to win, I guess.
Yeah,
but
I understand.
Thank you. Shout out to DM for playing that Pikachu straight up.
I saw it at Pound, Sinji. Turned out a guy.
Look, every win there's I know a win condition is a win condition, but
yeah, right.
Yeah. But anyway, so
oh, you see what's getting broken out here.
Ooh.
Dressed in black as for a funeral.
Back on black, and he's trying to catch some bodies. That
Everything black on black. You know he be strapping that. It's Sonic. Let's go.
Drip with the new kicks. I didn't even know Sonic had black.
You know I had
kicks
to break
for
out the
this
meat
version.
mill for Smashadelphia.
Exactly.
Okay? Come on, man.
New forces on, so 6WX going to his tried and true, but he's not looking too slow in this matchup, but he's definitely going to, have to adjust a little bit. Joker, normally his little go-to here throughout the entirety of Smashadelphia. Sonic able to possibly give him a little bit more of that familiarity, get his mindset back into this match, because DM being up 2-1 in this set is definitely going to have mental damage on anybody. I mean, it's definitely a comfort pick, so we'll see what he does with it. Nice little cross up there from side B to back air.
Yeah, so the Sonichu matchup here in Quickville, Town and City.
Quickville, yeah, that's what it's called now. I mean, we got two of the best speeds.
For real, though. And you know what?
Though.
It's still the greatest idea ever. Shoutouts.
Oh
Shoutouts, Chris Chan. You're amazing. Either way, spin dash across the stage into the back air. However, DM being a little bit more reserved with his jumps now, and that might have been the difference between game 1 and 2. Might have been taken to disguise just a little too much.
Yeah.
6WX able to catch on to it a little bit. However, DM might be looking to get this kill in neutral.
Solid observations, too. And then right now, it looks like DM is really taking advantage of the fact that Sonic's having to land a little bit more harder with those spin dashes, because I have seen like a couple of things in the 3.1 update where people are saying that spin dash into like forward air was really like a touch and go kind of situation. But that's not the first time also that's happened. I mean, it really looks like Pikachu, with such a low pro, has been able to really get through a lot of grabs pretty easily, and we'll see exactly how he continues to use that little crouch mechanic against 6WX.
Seems to be utilizing it to pretty decent effect, and it's going to be the dash attack that winds up taking the first stock off of 6WX, who will have to stave off a loser's bracket run here with a win in Game 4.
We'll see what happens. And then we saw 6WX do a nice little, calm retreat in that player cam, taking a nice quick breath, bringing himself back into this match mentally. So, this is, again, the mark of a true player. I know everybody's eyes are generally focused on the game. You never too much to realize when everything's maybe going tough, you might not be paying attention. The player cams may tell you a little bit more than you might be bargaining for. And right now, DM's player cam showing him the confidence that's literally bleeding out of him in his match. He really feels like he might be able to close this out here. And Pikachu literally mirroring that confidence. Solid play right here.
Dash attacks in neutral. Trying to meet him with the spin dash. However, DM, this is, you really are just watching these two match each other move for move. It's, despite all the quick movements happening in between moves, it really is kind of a game that's been slowed down a little bit, weirdly enough, considering you're talking about Sonic and Pikachu, but the Thunder being dropped, and DM looking to ride the shock of lightning into top 16.
Yeah, man, we did not see the forecast for Thunder in this matchup, but 6WX retreating back to the platform, and DM going back to working his Thunder Thunder projectile spacing, and right now, dash attack not enough to go ahead and kick it out, but he's able to kind of squeeze out a bunch of jabs and put 6WX back on the ropes here. 59 damage, needs to do something to slow this down. DM more than happy to allow him to come to him. He's got a clean lead, 3 stocks. That stock's a little, stalling out on him. But we'll see exactly what happens here. All right, 6WX with the grab.
Back throw.
Back throw, no change. Unfortunately, not able to get it out. Trying to trampoline. Gonna go ahead and try to get a slight gimp. Nothing on the ledge trap here. Unfortunately, cannot come up with the kill. He's really struggling here. 4 minutes in play. Still got plenty of time.
He hasn't had a real answer to this Pikachu the past 2 games. Has struggled to get these kills. Joker not able to do it. And obviously, without Arsene, can develop a little bit of arthritis, unfortunately. But even with Arsene out, we saw Six just not able to confirm it. And now the Sonic, all of a sudden, DM unable.
Solid kill, man.
6WX just got thunderstruck.
Oh my god.
DM will move on to top 16.
That was so intense, and I think DM was starting to really get hip to a lot of the nuances that 6WX's play with Sonic.